7.5. Hey y'all, Artist Poet Girl here, also known as APG Jamie, and today we're gonna make some tags. So I've got some cellophane tape, clear-ish tape, and I'm putting it on my forearm there to take some of the sticky off. It didn't really take enough of the sticky off because once I hit it with the heat gun later, yeah, it stuck pretty good. Anywho, I fixed it. So I'm taping my 6 tags together because it, just kind of makes a full sheet there for me. And that's what I'm doing. So we're going to make 6 tags, y'all. They're going in the card lottery. And this whole video took around an hour. That does include drying time, except for when I turned the camera off and came in the house because it was nighttime and I needed to go to bed. Okay, so anywho, there we go. Taped them together, and now we're going to put some gesso on them through a stencil. And I'm just using a squeegee catalyst smear around thing. And I don't know the maker of this floral stencil. It is really old and it's so wore out that it doesn't even really want to lay flat. So of course me rubbing on it like that doesn't do much good. That's why I'm flipped it over and rubbing the back of it, because a lot of that gesso did bleed under, which is perfectly fine. I'm going for a texture here, which I successfully got. Need some more gesso. So any hooties, when I was finished using it, I went and dropped it in the a water bucket in the sink over there. So yeah, texture. I don't think I did a close-up on it. No, I didn't. We're just going to move on to some scrap paper that was laying on my desk, so I just tore it up into smaller bits and pieces. And I am gluing over, I'm using matte medium to adhere it down, and I'm gluing over the seams and stuff like that. So yeah, because that's what I'm doing. When you're using the matte medium, you want to put actually, when you're adhering anything down, pretty much like this. This does not include napkin, okay? You want to put your matte medium on the surface that you're adhering to, and on the back of the paper you are going to stick down. And then you go over the whole thing with a coat of matte medium, which I did, but I didn't record. Did I say it took me about an hour to make these? Well, it took about an hour to make these, and I whittled it down to just over 17 minutes, y'all. So here's some crushed grapes, dylusions, paint in the little tubs, and I'm just using my fingers to smear it around. Now, in the description box below, if you click on the word more, you will be able to see more, and there will be a list of ingredients that I used on this particular project. Except the name of that stencil, because I don't know the name of that stencil, y'all. It's kind of oldish. It's flowers. Guys, it's flowers. Look at that crushed grape on there. And you can see it kind of scooching over some of that gesso a little bit. Maybe you can see more better on your bigger screen. Just saying. So now let's use some fuchsia, y'all. It's not pink, it's fuchsia. It's not the same thing. And when it goes over that dark teal turquoisey paper, it turns into into a shade of purple. It's pretty, y'all. Makes me happy. What looks like dots in there are the holes where the threads will go in later. Oh, that's just some white gesso, because I had more white gesso on my thing over there. So I'm just like, well, let's just smear some of that on. Why not? We got it. It's out. Let's just smear some more of that on there. So that's what I did. And keep wiping my fingers off. Heat gun, y'all. There's just some heat gun in this one. So now I've got some, I think that's the forget-me-not ink, and a script stamp, and I'm just gonna, I'm not doing any I'm just kind of scrooching it on there. Scrooching? I don't even know if that's a real word. That's not a real word, y'all. It's just one I use. I use a lot of non-real words, probably. They'll eventually be in the dictionary because I said them. I was just wiping the ink off. See? Close up. Can you see? Can you see? So, any hooties, I thought, well, I need to add some, or I wanted to add some book tags. So I found a French dictionary. I'm not sure if it's a French to English dictionary or just a French dictionary. I don't know. So I pulled out a page and tore those up into little bits, and now we're going to adhere them down like we did the paper a while ago. Putting a matte medium on the back surface, and on the back of the piece of paper I'm going to adhere down, and then I'm sticking it down, and I'm not sure if I put a complete coat over the whole thing or just on top of those little papers. I don't remember, y'all. Oh, it makes me happy. I think I said that already. Well, it must still be true. I want y'all to be happy. Be happy. Hey, if I inspire you and motivate you, please let me know. And if you see what I'm doing, you're like, hey, I can do that better, then by all means, do it more better. So here's some yellow. I think it's lemon zest, but I'm not going to swear to that. List of ingredients in the description box below, y'all. And I'm just smearing it around. And where the yellow and the pink meet, they make a pretty corally, orangey corally color. Okay? They do. It's pretty. Y'all, I think it's pretty. I bet whoever wins these tags thinks it's pretty too. So I was doing that gesso over there, and I got a stiff brush, and I'm just kind of stippling it on. I'm not smearing the brush. I'm just kind of smooshing it down. Okay? I'm not sure if you can tell. I don't think I show you a close-up. Did I say there's going to be a photo montage? There's going to be a photo montage. And do y'all hear the wind chimes out there? It's a nice windy day of the voiceover. I'm just looking at it to see if it's even, which is kind of silly because I'll be taking the tags apart, and each one's like I don't know, 2 1/4 inch or 2 inches. I mean, they're not real wide there, y'all. Hickun, y'all. I told you it's a hickun video. And now I've got I don't know what color that ink is over there, but I'm using a bobunny stamp, and it almost gives the illusion of drips. Okay? Almost. And I like it. I liked it so much, I'm like, I'm going to put them on the other end too. So they're on the bottom of the tag, and they're on the top of the tag, and they make me happy. And it's just to add some visual interest and texture there. Oh, just love my wind chimes, y'all. Wind and doors open because it's a wonderful day. It happens. It happens sometimes, y'all. So I'm just scruffing. I have the what are those photo booth picture strips from Tim Holtz, and I cut some of them apart, and now I'm roughing up the edge with my scissors, roughing them up really rough, y'all. And now we're just going to ink around them. And I keep forgetting I have that coffee color ink up there. I don't have, what is that, vintage photo? I don't have that color, y'all. But anyway, I'm going around it with black, and then I'm going to come back with sepia ink as well in a minute, in a second, probably right about maybe now. And this just makes me happy. And a couple of the corners I folded up and around and over, and just kind of chewed them up somewhat. And I think that's what I was doing on that one. And look at that, he good, y'all. Now I'm going to pull the tape off, and I did pull some of the backing off of the tags. A couple, 3 of them. But that's okay, because I ended up taking and gluing them onto a pretty scrapbook designer paper, y'all. I don't show that part. I just smeared glue on the backs of the tags and then stuck them onto the designer paper, trimmed them out, roughly cut them out, and pressed them under a book overnight. Okay. Once I cut them apart, I thought, well, they need some black splatters. It would have been so much easier to have done the whole page at one time, but I'd already cut them apart. But that's okay. It still works. I just did them one at a time. I don't show you doing all of them. And now I'm just going to ink the heck out of them edges, y'all. Ink it out, girlfriend. I sure like those round blending tools, y'all. I really like the round ones. I have a rectangle somewhere. I use the round one. I like it. Or cosmetics buns. That's what I used with the sepia a while ago. So now I'm going to take that little photo booth picture and, let's try out this washi tape. I'm like, I think I want to put this washi tape on there because it's cute black polka dots. And I'm like, no, it just looks like more splatter on there, so I don't think we need it, so never mind. I'm going to use my favorite glue on the back of that photo booth picture. Now, if y'all end up, with the store-bought ephemera like this, and you don't want it to be shiny, because it does have a slight satin sheen to it, say that fast, and you just take some of your matte medium and brush over it, and it'll just, matte it back out, y'all. It's just a paper flower. I don't know if it's from Hobby Lobby or Michael's, but it's just, one of their whichever store brands, inexpensive paper flower from the dollar bin. Well, it used to be $1, and then they went up to $1.50, and that's all $2. Well, some of it's $3. That's just ridiculous. So I decided, I want to put some little gems on there. So that's what I'm going to do. I don't know that they really add that much to the tag, but because it I don't know what that means. Because I put it on this first one, I went ahead and put gems on all of them because it's only fair, y'all. And I'm just kind of a fair person that way. So I've got some chit chat stickers. And I just picked out individual words. I did not make statements or phrases or anything like that. I just wanted individual words. So they each get their own little word. And 3 gems, okay, that may or may not add anything to their overall tag. But I sure like these tags. They sure come out pretty. I like them. Like them a lot. So let's do another one, inking the edges. And I think it was after this one I thought, well, why don't I just ink all the edges at one time? Because, let's just assembly line this baby. I like this girl. I think she just looks like she's fun in a pilot jacket. Airman pilot jacket. She has on a leather jacket, y'all. What do they call them? Bomber jackets. Is that what it's called? I think they're called bomber jackets. Probably. So, and I'm not really putting the photographs in all the same places, and the gems are not going in all the same places, but they are all getting a photo. They're all getting 3 gems and a flower, except for the boys. The boys don't get a flower on them. Now, in my head when I was working on this, I thought, well, I used that French dictionary. All these people must have been in a French class together. They was taking French in high school together, y'all. That's what I said in my head. I don't know why I said such things. Anyway, I thought, well, I could use the Aleene's tacky glue on this Metal Gear would be just fine, but I chose to use E6000. I don't know why. It's just I did because it was there, so I'm like, yeah, let's just use that. Now, you have to be careful with E6000, y'all. There's a warning label on it, so y'all need to read that warning label and don't be eating and drinking while you're using it, and keep it off your skins. Don't do what I did. Don't get it on your skins. So I thought, well, I'm just going to put these gems like they're just kind of like falling down out of that gear. So we got 4 girls and 2 boys. Makes for a good French class, don't you think? Ooh la la. Oui. They don't wear underpants in France. I don't know that for a fact, y'all. That's just some crazy rumor I heard. when I was in French class. So let's put some fibers on there, and I have a baker's twine, some crochet cotton thread, and some black fringy like trim stuff, and they were kind of hard to get on there. Just saying, it's kind of hard to get on there. In fact, on this one, on a few of them, I ended up sticking it through there, and I lost my little loop, so I had to pull them back out and line it all up again, because you pull through there and then you have that loop, and when you pull your tails back through the loop, you get a slip knock. It's a slip knot, not a knock. It's a slip knot. So that's what I did. I just kept deading it until they was all done, and then I printed out a label to put on the back, and sending them off in a letter, but not to myself, to the car lottery people. Here's the photo montage. They make me happy. I think they're really cute and good looking, and I hope whoever gets them loves them as much as I do, because I do. I like them a lot. She's a creating girl. She's creating. And this girl, she's great. I love her. I think she might be my favorite. Oh, and he's first. So somebody has to be first. Might as well be him, right? Right. And look at her. What? Disclaimer screen. Thanks so much for watching, and happy eating, y'all.